I'm Nichaela George and I'm a food fanatic. Up until now, I've lived in a world made up of my friends, cheerleading and university. I'm going to be embarking on a journey speaking to different people about body image, coming across the gym fanatics, talking to boys about women's sizes, and to the mother of a recovered anorexic. This is my story. It's a shame it's not spoken about more with girls in the schools, because there is so many different shapes, whether it be hourglass. Oh my god, it's green. Die. My opinion on body image is there needs to be a lot more discussion. I think if girls started speaking about body image more, we might not have so many eating disorders and stuff like that. And if we started talking about it more, boys would know more as well, because they're so uneducated. It's absolutely ridiculous. Hence why we're doing this investigation. I started off by hitting the streets of Southampton to find out what the public think. Anyone want to talk about body image today? Anybody? A group of women that want to talk about body image. Picture of size 10. Finally, I managed to get somebody to talk to me. 12, okay. And this size? 14. This size. 12. So you've actually got 1 out of 3, right? She's on that. So, what would you say this size was? 14? And then this size? 12. And then this size? Right, you actually got all of them wrong. Yeah, this one is a 10. I'm just doing a really quick experiment to see if people guess the sizes of these 3 images that I have.
What, as in clothes sizes?
Yeah, clothes sizes.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one, a size 12. Cool. This one,
10.
size 10. Cool. And the last one,
See, now I think I should have gone 14, 12 and 10, but... So, in that case, I would say that's an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Cool. This one?
14.
A 14?
Yeah. So then I would think that's a 12, because that's a bit... looks smaller. I bet they're all the same, aren't they?
No, they're actually not. To be fair, you actually got the highest score so far.
Seeing the women struggle to tell the size difference, I came down to my local sporting centre to find out if boys could do any better. Josh and Craig are American footballers at Southampton Solent University, and I thought I'd put them to the test.
Do you think you could tell, like, a girl's size? Do you look like?
Probably not best. No. Probably I will get.
You know the size guide, didn't you? Like the size 8, size 10, size 12, size 14, 16, 22.
Numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'd probably give a guess based on the size of the girls.
Give it a guess. So do you want to give it a guess for the 3 photos there?
Just look at the first one. See, I would say for that. Yeah, see, I would say that 12.
10.
10?
Size 10.
10, I'd say, yeah.
I'd say size 10 for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, so gosh.
So just as some would predict, the boys went back and forth trying to make up their minds. Come on guys, is it really that hard?
8. An 8. Okay. So that was a 6. The first one was an 8 to 10.
Right. Okay.
And the second one was a 6 to 8.
Yeah.
And then this is a size 12.
Oh. No way.
No, yeah. Size 10 to 12.
That's 8 to 10.
That's an 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
10.
12.
12.
have said that now.
No.
Why wouldn't you have said that?
She just doesn't look larger.
Although, to be fair, she's got smaller shoulders than these two. Does that make a difference in size-wise?
They can fit,
Like,
yeah,
as in-
your clothes can fit a little bit differently.
Yeah, but no, they don't look that different. If I saw them in public, I wouldn't go, wow, she is definitely a size 12, and she is a size 6. I'd be like, yeah, they're about the same size.
It is actually really shocking to see how little the boys know when it comes to girls' sizes. I guess it does just agree with the investigation that I'm going through, that it is really hard and size doesn't always matter. All you need to do is go on Instagram these days and you're just flooded with so many pretty girls, exercise videos, food, websites, stuff like that, recipes. It's actually ridiculous. You can't go anywhere. I mean, just looking at a couple of these right now, and I mean, there's girls with their boobs out. Like, no wonder girls feel like they have to look a certain way. According to reports given by The Guardian Online, UK gym memberships have soared by 44% in the last year. I came down to the gym to speak to Jessica Hempson, who is training for her bodybuilding competition in a couple of weeks. As you can tell, lifting weights isn't really for me. I finally stole her away from her gym routine to discuss what got her into competing and what she thinks when people suggest that it isn't really a feminine sport. So what actually got you into the competition? What kind of said, you know what, we're going to take it a step further and just do it regular exercise in the gym?
I think I started off in fitness doing a lot of running. I love to run, and so I just thought, why not do a half marathon, maybe a marathon. So when I started to do weight training, I was like, what can I do that would dress me more in weight training? So I thought of a bodybuilding competition. I was just like, why not set my size or something? So just keep me motivated to keep going through it.
Yeah.
Like running, the half marathon really kept me running. So I think this just really keeping me on track.
Fair enough. I mean, so obviously there are like females doing it. I think you had kind of a couple of years ago when Jodie Marsh kind of got into it and stuff like that. That's kind of, I felt when a lot of girls got into it more girly, I think like less masculine. You see people do associate like muscles with men. And what would you say to girls or any of the society that kind of turn out for like, you know, it's got more sport.
Yeah, it is funny because a lot of people would say that lifting weights does make you manly, but it doesn't at all. If anything, like you have a lot of girls that are just like, oh, I just want to be toned, I don't want muscle. Well, that is exactly the same thing. You lift weights to tone, so it literally is toning you. You just don't have to take it as far as some girls do to gain a lot of muscle. Like, you don't have to take supplements, you don't have to do excessive weight training. You can literally just train, add a bit of weights in, and you will tone yourself. So it's not, I don't know, it's not manly. It's not more or less, no. You just take it to the absolute extreme.
Yeah.
And even then, it is so hard to gain that muscle. It's not just like you lost the weight and suddenly you have more guns. It's not like that.
Although with every extreme comes another, I sat down with Leslie Sutton, the mother of a recovered anorexic whose eating disorders stemmed from medical conditions, unlike the stereotypical reasons commonly linked to this disorder.
She's always had a problem with eating, although when she was very little we didn't know why. Initially it was through medical problems that we knew nothing about. She was born with vertigo, which, you know yourself, if you feel sort of dizzy,
Yes.
feeling a bit nauseous, a bit sickly. So what happened was that she didn't want to eat, and really that was probably the start. She didn't understand when she was very little, because she was only 5 or 6 when she was diagnosed, that the pain in her tummy that she got was actually hunger. She had to learn, which is something that a toddler would normally,
No.
you learn as a baby.
Yeah, when you're
hungry.
Yeah, when you're tired and stuff like that. Yeah, 100%.
So what happened, obviously, after that, she became very picky. When she was packed lunches, she had to have, which usually consisted of bread and butter sandwiches, a yoghurt, and maybe a packet of crisps. The flavour of the crisps would vary.
Okay, so...
And a chocolate biscuit, which got very difficult when the schools brought in healthy eating.
Yeah.
Because, I was giving her everything that she wasn't supposed to have. But
Yeah.
the school knew about the problem, so it was a case of, as long as she eats, she can eat what she wants, and she can learn to eat healthily afterwards. Unfortunately, throughout the years, she was always extremely picky. She did progress onto chicken nuggets and chips.
Oh, okay, right.
And pretty much that was what she lived on.
So, obviously, it was quite a long developed thing, but when I'm assuming that the eating disorder, obviously, was classified as eating disorder from very young. When would you say, obviously, with the weight, because Zoe is quite slim from pictures that I've seen of her and stuff, when would you say the whole, if you would kind of put her in the bracket of anorexia or any other eating disorder?
She was always very slim, and she always, I don't want to put any weight on, but then she did start eating, and she did put a little bit of weight on and looked really healthy. But I think it really sort of hit after she had a baby.
After she had Oakley, yes.
Yeah.
What's it, 2-3 years ago now? Yeah.
He's 2.5.
2.5, yeah. So that was 2013? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, yeah, because I was going to say, she would have been dealing with not only being a teenager, but then kind of having that kind of pressures to get back to where she was after having a baby. So do you think that kind of affected her a lot because of that?
I think so, but I think as well, that obviously you read in all these magazines, you know, these sort of in the blink of an eye, they're back in their skinny jeans and things like that. And I think it was more a case of, I don't want to look like I've had a baby.
Yeah.
I want to be, I want to be really, really slim. And she wouldn't eat. And it got even harder to get her to eat, to eat different foods or to eat anything.
Yeah.
And at the time I wasn't working, so I was helping look after the baby and trying to cook food, but she just didn't eat very much. It was maybe one meal a day.
How was that for you as a mother, considering obviously that's the worst kind of thing in some people's eyes? You kind of want to make sure that your kids are always fine and perfect, and I know my mum's always kind of ringing me to make sure I've eaten or if there's food in my cupboards and stuff like that. I guess that could be quite challenging for you as a mum.
Well, it was challenging because, she wouldn't eat anything, and then she would say, oh, but I'm getting fat, I'm putting weight on, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
If anything, it was going the other way.
Yeah. I'd say through this journey and all the people that I've met, it has definitely been a real eye-opener. You can't kind of confine body image into this one bracket, and I think that's probably a good thing because we are all different and it works really well for some people sometimes, but it is important to remember that people can go a bit too far when they become a bit too obsessed with it. I know myself that I probably will always look in the mirror and want to nip and tuck somewhere, but I guess I just have my flaws and everyone else has theirs.